Hey guys, welcome back. I've got a video here from Historacy. It is This is the true story of Peaky Blinders, the real Thomas Shelby. I will link this video in the description along with links to Patreon and how you can support the channel here on YouTube. This should be actually an introduction for me because I've not watched Peaky Blinders, even though I love the all of the actors that are in it. And it is right up my alley. I've just not had the opportunity to watch it, and maybe that's something I could do over on Patreon at some point. But this should be a good introduction to it. I know it's centered around like a gang that operated in England, but I really don't know much more than that. So let's go ahead and get it going and see what it's about.
Robberies, gang battles, bookies, war and gambling, also business. These are the aspects of the drama series Peaky Blinders that can be illustrated. Although the tale and characters are technically fictional, they are based on or inspired by a real-life gang of the same name. Let's look back. In contrast to the timeline of the series, which was set in the aftermath of World War I in the 1920s, Peaky Blinders took place in the late 19th century, from the 1890s to the 1910s. However, it is true that this gang originated in the slums of Birmingham, namely in the Small Heath area. But what triggered the formation of these gangs? Due to the economic struggles of industrial England in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Poverty was pervasive, gangs were forming, and pickpocketing was a common source of income. Gangs were primarily made up of young males from poor or middle-class backgrounds, ranging in age from 12 to 30. Because of the pressure from the upper classes, police began to crack down on gambling dens and adolescent rough sports on Birmingham streets. The divide between the upper and poorer classes has widened. In the 1850s, adolescent gangs fought back and coined the term slogging gangs. And that was the start of Birmingham's violent subculture. Later years, in the 1890s, gangs used assaults, beatings, stabbings, and manual strangling to commit pickpocketing. Meanwhile, Peaky Blinders gang was the most violent and organized group at that time, founded in Small Heath area in Birmingham. Just like the drama series, the real Peaky Blinders gang wore fitted clothing, suits, bell-bottom pants, and button jackets, just like in the drama series, while the wealthier members wore silk scarves with metal tie buttons, belt buckles, metal-tipped boots, fire irons, canes and knives, as well as the iconic disposable razor blades at the apex of their flat caps, have been used as their weapons.
It must be something from the show.
Thomas Gilbert, aka Kevin Mooney. Thomas Gilbert, like the legendary character Thomas Shelby, was the Peaky Blinders' most powerful member. He changed his last name on a regular basis, and was the gang's
Cillian Murphy's character?
Harry Fowles, aka Baby-Faced Harry. In October 1904, Harry was arrested for stealing bicycles. Also the fellow members like Stephen McNichol was arrested for stealing bicycles and breaking into people's homes. Same with Ernest Haynes, however McNichol and Haynes only received a 1-month punishment. The actual Peaky Blinders committed low-level crimes to make ends meet, though it wasn't quite as dramatic as the drama depicted. They are incapable of committing organized crime. Also, Billy Kimber is a character from the drama series, specifically in season 1. But actually, there was a real-life Billy Kimber. However, he was a former member of the Peaky Blinders who later formed the Birmingham Boys and overtook the Peaky Blinders in the 1910s. In comparison to the drama series, Kimber was Tommy Shelby's opponent. Peaky Blinders has had a decade of authority in Birmingham, particularly over racecourses. As previously indicated, Billy Kimber, the Birmingham Boys leader, overtook the Peaky Blinders. The decline of the Peaky Blinders was also aided by stronger policing, punishment, and simply better education. By the 1920s, they had all but vanished. The phrase Peaky Blinders became a general term in the streets to represent street youngsters who were violent. However, after the decline of the gang, later years, some of the members joined the army for World War I. Henry Lightfoot, the first person to be dubbed a Peaky Blinder, served in the British Army 3 times during his life and, like the drama, fought at the Battle of the Somme in France in 1916. The gang's youngest member, Henry
Bet they were
Fowler,
good soldiers.
also known as Harry Fowles. Fowler was buried alive in the trenches when he entered the service, but he was rescued. Nonetheless, he was unable to talk for a long period after the war. Overall, in comparison to what was depicted in the television series, which was shown as a revisionist history with fictional plots and characters, the real Peaky Blinders had little influence on Birmingham. Peaky Blinders is coming to an end after a 9th-year run, which is both exciting and heartbreaking. To help support my channel, you may look at and get the equipment that I used at Amazon for a low price. Please see the product link in the description below.
Look at him.
Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for looking back. See you at the next video.
Well, that was interesting. That was kind of good to know before I ever watched the show, that they took a lot of liberties with the actual Peaky Blinders, but the I haven't seen the show. I know Tom Hardy's in it. I know Cillian Murphy's in it, and that's kind of the extent of it. But like the fact that it said that it was pretty much made up of like thieves from poor backgrounds due to the fact that the economics were bad, and they were 12 years old to 30 years old, and these kids were going to jail for stealing bicycles and crazy stuff. That's wild. And they were wielding razor blades in their hats. I mean, they were snazzy dressers, though, it looked like. But that was really interesting. That was really good to know that, like, they based it, one of those based off a true story, of an actual, like, gang, but that it sounds like the show is quite different than the reality. But that was really interesting. I think that's a good thing to know before watching the series. But assuming you guys have seen it, let me know what your thoughts are on it. Do you think that it kind of does a good job embellishing? Do you think that they did try to stick to the true stories a little bit here and there? Let me know what your thoughts are on it in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And yeah, have a good day. Thanks for watching, guys.